Yep.
Awesome. Hi everybody, I'm Nathan from Crazy Amazing Designs, and today I'm here at my church. We're doing church in the park this summer. I want to give you a tech walkthrough video of all we got going on. This is front of house. Right here we've got the X32 Compact, which is our front of house mixer, and then we've got Corinda here running the LED boards, and that's the giant wall on the back of the stage. We'll get to that in just a minute, but Resolute Marina is running that. We have a network connection running from here to the network on stage, and we also have AS50 running from the console here going to an X32 rack on stage that is connecting and being used as a digital stage box. So that's pretty much front of house. There's also a camera. We're not live streaming from here or anything. We're just recording and posting sermons. So yeah, awesome. Let's go to stage and see what's going on there. Welcome to the stage, everybody. I got these radios we're using for communication. It's really nice. Welcome to the stage. We've got the wall here. We've got our mics. We've got the sound system. So let's dive into sound first because that's so much fun. We're using these SM7Bs for our microphones. We got two singers. We're using multi-tracks here at our church. We don't really have a band, and multi-tracks are literally the best option. I have some videos on that if you're interested in checking that out. So we're just using those. We have our in-ear monitor lines run to each microphone, and then we're using the body packs, which are plugged into our in-ear monitors, and then there's on your head, right? Okay, so let's go to the brains of the operation. So over here, we've got these KLA-12s as our mains on each side, and then we've got the K181s as subs on each side with the pole, the wires. Okay, so the rack. This is like the really fun part of the setup, right? So this laptop here is running ProPresenter, so Lyrics. It's running Ableton for tracks. It is also running music through ProPresenter, and yeah, tracks through here. So this is plugged into a USB interface, and that interface is being plugged into the X32 rack, which we're using the audio interface inside of the rack in order to get communication happening between the tracks and the computer in the rack and the sound system. Okay, so that's kind of the audio. I built this patch bay basically here, which I think is really cool. I'm really excited about. I've got my outputs going to the left and right here, and then I've got my in-ear monitor left, Singer 1, Singer 2, in-ear monitor, microphone input, Singer 1, Singer 2 right there. And that is pretty much the audio setup. It's super simple. That's what we're trying to do for this setup. Keep it super simple and keep it so that we can set up on Sunday morning in just a few minutes, to be honest. Okay, so wireless microphone, the QLX-D. So that's going into the rack, obviously, on the back. I don't even open the back panel at this point. I have the power coming out the front. I've got all the stuff ready to go. I have this connection here for the AS50A. I have that going in the back of the rack, and then I just plug this into front of house. Also, that other cable going in front of house, the network connection, that's plugged into this router. So this router, it has no internet going to it, but this router is being used for the network, and this is kind of the backbone. So it's sending out IP addresses to all the devices on the network, even though there's no internet, so that's okay. Okay, so the connection in front of house is right here going to the laptop. This laptop is connected to the router. The rack, X32 rack is connected to the router right there. And then the wall is also connected to the router. We have a switch up there, back there, that is being connected to this. So that's our whole network connection. I've got a drawer here that I keep a bunch of stuff in, a few cables, like the cable for the computer. I keep a couple little things in that. So that's pretty much our rack. The last thing I've got going on here is I'm using a foot controller when I'm worship leading, just so I can trigger songs and different things. So I have an audio interface down here, the Ultralight MK4 by Motu, and that is literally being used as a MIDI router. It's MIDI inputs plugged into that, and then the foot pedal has a MIDI port on the back of it that I just have this MIDI cable that's being connected there, and then that goes into this USB interface as well, and then that goes into the computer so that I can control things inside of Ableton and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so the other side, basically the exact same setup. I got a cable going from the rack to that side, and then the bottom subs are going to the top, and then power is being run just like power would be run. Cool, okay, well that's pretty much the front of the stage, the audio setup. Let's look at lighting. Lighting is something really cool. So we got the lyric strip up there, if you take a look. We've got the lyric strip up there, we've got the LED wall boards, and those are all really fun and all that kind of stuff. So the back, if you've never seen these boards, I've not really done a lot of videos on them, to be honest, but these are, me and Eric, my brother, built these LED boards, and they're individual panels. I have a promo video on my channel that you might find interesting. It just shows a bunch of shots from all over the place. So there's 4 boards in this wall, and then they're bolted together. The future generation is gonna be just kind of quick disconnect thing, but we're not quite to having those ones built yet. So there's a controller here that plugs data into each of these little outpost controllers that plugs into the pixels on each panel, and then the power supplies are mounted to each board, and then we've got the controller and the lyric strip controllers going into the switch here, and then the output is going to the router on stage out the rack, and that's pretty much our setup. Like I said, it's really simple. Let's have it up front. So you might be wondering, where is your stage display? How, as you're singing, do you know what to sing? How do you know where the lyrics are? So we're actually using our phones as stage displays. This is the Stage app by ProPresenter. And I bought these mounts, these little clip-on, our microphone stand mounts that we're just clipping our phones on, and it just turns into a great little stage display. You can kind of glance down if you need it. The goal is not to use the stage display. The goal is for it to be a backup safety thing so that I can look down and I can see what the lyrics are if I happen to forget. So that, and I wanted to show you because I forgot to do that, is down here, the Looptimus pedal that I am using to control the song. So I have my different songs set up, song 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my play and pause, and then a repeat button if I need to go back into a song. So that's that. Well, thanks so much for checking out this production walkthrough video on my channel, Crazy Amazing Designs. I love making this kind of content. Follow me for ProPresenter tutorials or other kind of church production stuff. If you have any questions, comments, send me an email, crazyamazingnathan@gmail.com, or leave a comment on the video. See you guys later. Bye.